What happened to our posse?
Yeah, what happened? I actually didn't even notice that until you just said something.
What in the world? I'm gonna let you run it up because I'm still nursing an old man's knee. My meniscus don't like staying where it's supposed to be. I will stretch. Do we at least have any music anymore or no?
Turn it on.
Turn it on.
A few weeks ago, I trained at Rattown.
Yeah.
And walked around their building to go eat lunch, and had a young kid hit me in with his car in the parking lot. At about
Like
25
physically hit you?
Yeah, like about 25 miles an hour.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm still sore.
Yeah.
It told me to be sore for probably a month.
Yeah.
Broke his hood, his windshield.
Yes, this car good for
Yeah.
for his troubles.
Police officer was making fun of me. He's like, "Yeah, you're bigger than most deer down here." Right? I'm like, "Thanks, I appreciate that."
Alexa, play Metallica radio.
The station Metallica
For CJ.
on Amazon Music.
Volume up 2. Alexa, volume up 2. Three in, three out. I went to the, there was a Black Hat. I don't know if you're familiar with Black Hat. Yeah. One of them opened up their gym. They had, I guess, a opening ceremony seminar with J-Rod this weekend. And I went out there and it was nice, really nice folks. But
Yeah, I didn't have a bigger surprise trip down to Orlando. I was planning on going down to the Open, but one of our blue belts, somebody D-locked in the match and blew out. Lock it out. And he had surgery right away.
yeah.
And the kid didn't even know what a D-lock was. The one that like didn't even know what it was. Just grabbed it.
Escape, Fargo. Bound escape. No resistance. Let him work. We will call switch.
So what we're doing is just bound escape, nice and easy, no resistance, just flowing through it, every set.
Timer remote's broken again.
What? What are we doing with our lives? It's broken again? It's right over here, it don't work.
Huh? Does it work?
You gotta be careful with it.
Oh, it does? We had it back last week. No,
Hey!
it broke on Sunday.
You had me here.
It broke on Sunday.
Yeah. The timer doesn't, it's
They
not,
told me yesterday they were going to take it home, and I was like, okay.
it's not meant to work on Sunday.
Yeah. That's too hard.
It's not a Sunday timer. Where's home? How you doing, sir? Yeah.
Hey TK, agreed guys stole like $16,000. Today I'm taking it out on you.
Oh no!
His name was Nectarios Peter.
He's a Canadian guy. What you get for a best good name?
Yeah, I know, man.
Nice and smooth, nice and easy. Yeah. How crazy is it that you're still like this? Black.
No, I just feel that's all. Kind of but then also how much your hand is on. I've had to track myself a couple of times.
Did you freak out?
Yeah, because your hands are all over my neck. That was my I wanted to do what you did. Literally straight up my knee, changed my neck, and I thought it was flatter,
But you realize now that all this time you've been worried about that. But unless there's a legitimate threat, there's nothing really there for you. Yeah, yeah. Great. There's no sense in hiding it. There's no reason to hide it.
and it feels like, so many people that I've done it on, I'm like, you think you're getting triangle right now, but I know that you're not. Because your leg is in between here. You're not going to get it.
That's the greatest thing. How many do you need? Two. You need two. All right, guys, time. Just take that post.
Because once I go from here to here,
Alexa, lay down three.
right here.
Huh?
That's in your thigh here.
Jib. Alright guys, so today, starts a new week. So we're gonna do a little concept and we'll go into a little bit, a couple sweeps. Alright, so when we're talking about playing seated, open guard with a standing opponent, a lot of times you get new people that come in and for some reason they wanna do the most difficult thing in the world and that's start from here. Because, I don't know why, I did it, you know, I had to learn over time. This is the worst place for you to be. Come here, Joe. Let me borrow you real quick. This is the worst place for you to be. Unless you're actually to a point in your jiu-jitsu journey where you want to challenge yourself, or this is part of what you're developing as a game system. There's always people who do things and they have games that are kind of unorthodox and they focus around a certain position. In the beginning, you should not do this. The reason being is Joe can walk to the sides, left and right, you know? And he can move. I'm stuck. The majority of my body is stuck to the ground. Now for me to move, I can. I can't lay like this. If you feel as though you must, or if you find yourself behind, I want you to pretend you're a dead bug. And this is Florida, so no one's telling you haven't seen a dead bug right here. Elbows inside the knees, and you're on your hip, leg, with everything tucked in here. And you're not just gonna lay here and wait for him to make his move. We want to get connection as soon as we can. So as soon as he comes in, we're gonna play the points of contact rule, okay? But before we get there, back up. He backs up another step. This is my opportunity to sit up. I'm gonna seat. Sit, legs open, heels together if you like. If you feel as though you need to lean one way or the other, you're gonna lean in what we like to call a chill pose. I can lean back and forth like this. If he walks that way, I just simply move and I adjust. I can go backwards, I can go at angles, I can come forwards, I can swoop around, I can do all these different things. So, let's say we found ourselves down here. Joe says, no, I don't like what's about to happen. I'm starting to grab him, I'm setting things up, we're going for things, we're advancing our position. Joe backs out, all the way out, doesn't want anything to do it, and he circles through this right. We can turn quickly. From here, three toes in, he goes to move this way, go slowly. We rotate, and we bring this up. And I don't just sit here with my hands and let my legs do all the work. I like to grab a sleeve, then a leg. I like to get a foot. When they're this close, I put a foot in the hip. Why? Look at his posture. If I didn't put a foot in his hip, yeah. Stand back up. He's this close to me, I want a foot in his hip so that I can create this shoulders leaving the hips behind. Notice we're starting to create all kinds of fancy things that we can start to work and do different things. One more time, say that. This is how you should start your rounds. I get people ask me a lot of times, especially they're like, how do I start? What do I do? I don't know what to do with my hands, I don't know what to do. You know? And if you're not the stand-up person, or you're just seated, a lot of people think to just come here and play here. I don't want you doing that. If you're gonna do that, let's get on our hip, let's get on our shoulders, let's put our elbows between our legs, because now we're protecting our midsection where he wants to be for side control mount and all that. We're here. If you walk slowly, toes in, I rotate, and I automatically reach up with my hands and start grabbing things. Because even if he pushes both of my legs down, I can start to push, I can start to pull. I can start to offset his head and shoulders, okay? Just like if he wraps around your legs, somebody starts to body lock past you, you're gonna push the head, you're not just gonna sit there, you're gonna push the head away. Same thing with a collar drag, you pull the head, push the head. Even if all it does is takes him off of his focus for a minute or a second or so, that you can now get your legs back underneath you, man, it's worth it. It's worth it in this direction. So, let's talk about the points of contact rule. We saw a little bit of it just now. When you're seated, you're at a disadvantage still, because he's mobile. He can move, fly, jump, cartwheel, do all these fancy things. So I don't like to have a lot of space, and I don't like to not have connection. Something as simple as a foot on top of a foot, and slow it down just enough for you to start to gather your grips. And you're going to progress your grips from farthest away to closest. By that, this is farthest from his center. He leans in. If I can get this or this, that's fine. That's closer to his center than his foot. But then I'm always going to start reaching for 4 grips. I'm gonna start reaching for center positions. If he's here, I like to bring a foot in here. Eventually working our way up until we have feet on the hips, and then we start to control his posture. All right? This is not something I want you to 1, 2, 3, 4, but I definitely want you to start reaching and grabbing. A lot of times I'm gonna come here and I'm reaching for a cross grip because I don't want to get everything here. Can you move? Can you walk around? Yes. That did me no justice. So I'll get here and I'll get there. Now walk around. So you see the point, right? We're trying to get cross connection. We're trying to keep him from being able to be as mobile as he can. He's more mobile than us by nature because he's standing, so we need to slow all that down. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to give it your training partner a couple minutes. They walk up. If you don't know what you're doing, start grabbing things, and it's gonna look like this. We're in our positions, we're seated, boom. As soon as he gets close enough, I wanna start grabbing. I don't wanna start grabbing. And he's just gonna move a little bit. Start build our feet in the hips. Now notice when he moves, what do I do with my hips? Am I just laying flat? I put a little pressure into his hips to lift mine so that as he moves, he's pivoting me on my back. I'm like a ball, he's pivoting. If I lay flat and he moves, I start to get stuck and then he passes. So these are little tips for you to help you stay in this fight. And eventually you're gonna start noticing things. We'll get into our sweeps here in just a minute. Any questions? Guys, here, keeping everything in front, protecting the middle. This is where you want to be. Here, here, or here. And then walk around a little bit. Have a seat. As much as I go like this. Now in this situation, see how you're tippy-toeing? Switch that hand back and get into a choke pose, yes. And then you see how you're following me? Just switch your knees. See how quickly you stand facing? A lot less movement. If your hands are in the front, go ahead and center. Elbows inside. You can swim that way or just switch to this. If I step in the middle, I'm in front. So you can get like that, or if it's a deep step, start to wrap around that leg, pull it in a little bit. It's going to lead into our couple of sweeps. You don't want to stay right here with just one finish. Is he winning the battle of connection? Yeah, sort of. Because if he grabs this leg like that and does nothing else, you're going to find somebody fancy who's going to come in and go to a triangle, or they're going to step over, step around. And that was fancy, but let's not be fancy. That sucks. Remember I said at the beginning, cross grips. And then work your way up. Because if you don't, remember like I showed when I just grabbed one side. He puts one foot, grabs one sleeve, and grabs the collar on the same side. That's great. He didn't stop me crosswise. All right, guys, take it easy. Figure it out. Play around with it. If you have questions, I'll come around. Then we'll go into our sweeps in a second. This is conceptual. This is for you to work with, touch, play, feel what it's like. Consequence-free. You're not going to get murdered. See what this is all about. Talk to each other. Now, when we go to the sweeping, that's going to be your direct movements towards an actual goal and purpose. Okay? So we'll give a little open room to think and create and some structure. Any questions? All three. 1, 2, 3.
All of it.
Joe, you want to work it?
Yep.
Yeah. So I was more conceptual about so, you know how we all do. But then I started to think about it, and I started playing there. And the probably the last 5, 6 years, maybe 7. I've been back where I've been. And so, when you put under that, there's an actual purpose and plan, strategy, time, and funds to really kind of centralize. And I'll teach that support. I don't like it, but I'll be something wrong with it. Right now, like too far out of ground. I don't talk good. I just go. It sounds like all the things you do. Thinking like the cross. I can switch it up, right? So I like to be able to play around and have fun and create all that stuff. Still has food. For me, it's a lot easier for you to grab this side. I'm always like one of these guys. This stuff, I don't even look. I know I'm there. But you might. It's a connection, right? Because then I'm going to see which one of each you lead me in, and I'm going to pull it down like here. Yeah, and then my next move, sometimes when I'm share down the train part, I put the hand down. You know, so I work back. Yeah, see how you drop your hands to the knee, like from here, and slide those up, and I try to look 1-1, but it's cross though. You know, I found that helps me. How do you get there? And it'll teach you. I'm the competitor up there. I'm not but I'm you know what I mean? So the kids, get it. My little kids, not always just going inside. Like, put the foot here. Don't go on back, scrape off back right on my shoe. And then the next one is here, I just skate back. Everybody just skate back. Don't care about the back.
See, I want to
Study hard. Well, you will, man. If you're not allowed, just play with it.
I was thinking of my buddy, because I
Sure. For sure. They do. And
Yeah, sometimes. One of the ones you have is you have a foot on the hip and you can trap the other one.
they can do.
Yeah, like,
Nobody's
so
business.
if you're doing that, you're able to give it, if you for some reason have both my wrists, then you pull them up towards your ears, and you just, yes, you'll feel it.
Yeah. Cold retriever.
Yeah, you're kind of just watching it open.
You probably got to but yeah, I found but it's I guess a lot of times so make sure you get out of where
You could probably have done that too.
Yeah, I just don't want to.
The other way down.
I don't want to set it for it.
Nowadays, bro, I just here's a big chunk. So that's when you're already coming so good. Yes, it's very good. It's like those two long here. Just with today and it's not your you got one back. Same one, switch on your own, guys.
Yeah, just do the.
Yes.
I was working my way around that lake to America.
When I say I just give people their number, and then just because he knows that should be going.
Yeah, I was trying to think.
So a couple of
You're gonna have to pull them up.
hey, like COVID.
I
So I took some.
maybe I can try to solve those.
They didn't have any marketing. We park our trailer. So when I fly in, I'll show you. I mean, it takes some time to set it up.
No, I get it. All right, guys, everybody's played around with that. Did some movement. Did you realize, did you give feedback to each other and say, hey, wow, this works way better than when I do it without knowing how to do this. This is what I want you to do. Just realize that starting out a role can be hectic, especially if you're just starting out in jiu-jitsu, you don't know what's going on, or you're just having an off day. Some of the stuff really helps you just get rid of all of the thought process of it, and you just get right into doing, moving forward, executing a game plan, or at least knowing some semblance of a plan, okay? So, we played around with that. Now we know, next time you go to roll when the timer starts, you're not gonna go like this. If you must, you're gonna be here. I like both elbows inside. We'll play it like this. Hands and feet close. We can do things, grab things. And something I tell kids when I teach them yesterday, I was like, listen, you're like a dead bug. But what does a spider do when it just lays still until that bug comes across, and then it just wraps it up, grabs it and wraps it up as much as it can. That's what I want them to have a mentality like. They're on their back, they're on their side. They're just kind of waiting to see if they can get close enough. You can put a foot, you can grab a sleeve, you can grab a pant leg, but you want to move in and begin to grab that person and wrap them up as much as possible, especially if you don't have a plan. People say, well, if I don't know what to do, you need to grab them even more if you don't know what to do. So you need to grab them, get a hold of them, get them close, and then start getting into an area where you do know what to do. Playing distance is not. It's, I don't know if you've ever been told this, keeping them away from you in a grappling scenario and you don't know what you're doing, it's bad. Therefore, they're already looking at how you're moving. They're going to decide if I want to go this way or that way to take them out. I don't even know. Let me see what's going on. You need to get close, grab them, get them close to you, and then start to get you playing together a sheet of near you. Okay? Joe, let me break it. So I want you guys to see something. We're here, and Joe walks up. For logistical reasons, I'm going to go to this lane. All right, we're here. When he gets close, I might be grabbing. This is one where we're actually going to have a plan and we're doing some actual sweeping. So what we're going to do is do a little shin to shin. I'm going to get close. Now watch what happens when I pull this. Ah, that's what I want. I didn't grab his leg, stay straight up. I didn't come here like this. And I didn't come here like this. Even though this is comfortable, this feels nice. Just holding Joe's leg. That's great. I am going to pull his knee. Yeah, ooh-wee. I like that. Almost a little too much. I'm now going to reach for his sleeve. And here's what we're gonna do. Take this sleeve, I'm gonna punch him in the belt and kick. We're here. I scoot in, I pull, I grab the sleeve. You can grab it with both if you feel like you're losing the grip. We'll get into that one in here in just a second. And then when we're ready, I like to sit back a little bit. Now I'm not just sitting back slack with this. I like to push my shin a little, punch, and you keep your grip, lose it like I did a second ago. You can ride the momentum up. Nice and easy. One more time. We're here. We're chilling. No, I get close. Go to this side. All the way up. Doctor training partner looks like this. I get around. I'm using this backhand to slide forward. Foot, hand, I'm able to move. Knee, shin to shin. I pull, I get close, and then I pull him. That's going to create a step. As the step is going, I'm going to grab that sleeve, bring it down. Because you can grab it with both hands and feed into what we're going to do with that here in a second. But then you have their posture broken. What happens when someone pulls your posture down? What do you want to do? You want to sit up. So as we sit them up, we punch and kick. We let them fall, waiting for this pull of that momentum, but I'm leaning forward into it. I'm going to roll over this leg and come up. Now you can either pass or guard or start to do the jujitsu. Anybody need to see it again? Yes. Yes? Yeah. Uno más. I'm here. I pull forward. Boom. I like this. Push him down. Pull him down. That's going to play into the next one. So if you pull him down, you go, what, coach? What if he pulls down and doesn't sit back up? On three, 1, 2, 3.
You ready? I can get the time.
Oh, shin is right.
Okay. It's time.
There you go. Pull him, pull him. That's what you want right there. See that? Boom. Yeah. Pull back. This time, sorry.
Here, how long was it? How long was it?
mentally hard to remember to hold on because you'll ride up.
Try again. Come over here. Try again. When you want to sit out.
Yep.
Okay.
See how you're facing it? Yes. Even when you pull it on with that, then I want you to grab this. Now, over here.
That's
Sit
it.
back. Put it behind the other one on the leg. Sat back, but I put my shame in this so you wouldn't follow.
It's for your record. Here. Oh, these are my record?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to do that.
No.
Almost hard.
Yeah.
I mean, you're ready. I should feel
Get over that. I'm telling you, one of my buddies goes to run my academy accounting and he volunteers is on the board for like a week. He tells me those stories and I'm like, dude, you're a blessed man. You're going to be weak. They get baseball bats out. Parents who get baseball bats out. Now mind you, sorry, segue. Yes. Listen, yes, that is the call. You'd be surprised. Parents will get a baseball bat out at the ball field, shake it at the fence and say, meet me after the game. And you go to meet them. And guys, no means a tough guy, but I don't like all the the talk. If like you're saying, hey, I'm gonna fight you, I'm like, cool, let me grab my mouthpiece. Let's do this. What do you mean we're not just gonna yell at each other and walk away like we're really cool and tough? That's not how it goes, my friend, with everybody. All right, here we go. So, your question, somebody had it. Coach, what if I pull that sleeve down and I do that double grip? And now this person says, fine, coach, hold her down right here. That doesn't bother me none. We have an option. Here you go. So we get here, we've slid in, nice and tight. We pulled him forward, we grab this, and we come down here. And Joe's like, all right, I'll play your game. I'm gonna sit right here. That's great. I will switch this off to the other hand. Then what I'm gonna do is bring this foot in front, just like we had before. We'll grab his collar. And how easy is this? I'm gonna tuck my elbow in and follow my shoulder. I like to follow them all the way through the roll so they don't think I left them. Because there's nothing worse than being left. There we go. You don't have to follow them. You can throw them away, but chances are you're gonna create a scramble. And what do? Are we scramblers or are we grapplers? Don't lose your connection. You fought so hard to get where you're at for you to just roll them and then lose everything to be squared right back up again. Let's get in. We're gonna get here. Oh, the big step. I love it. I pull this down. Joe doesn't fight. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna reach up with this one. Now, I don't reach my hand up all wide. All I need is that cross grip on that collar. I don't need up by his ear. I just need to get a hold of it to keep this posture up. I like to put a foot out here, but you really don't have to, because if Joe's dynamic and I fall off my shoulder, he's stepping to stop. You're just gonna lift your foot. And initially, guys, I don't know about you guys, I got big, elongated hands. Finding the finest little detailed grip in the beginning is going to be difficult. So, wrist, now we can talk wrist. Okay? We're here. Another option you can do if you can't get to this collar or you don't feel like it's working for you, you can reach across, grab those pants, start to lift, bring them across.
Never let go of your grips. There's no reason to. Until it becomes a problem. So Satan starts pushing this arm away. Fine. I wait till he pushes really hard and slingshot to the off.
One more time and then we'll do it. Does anybody have any questions? No? We're here. We're square. We're here. Nice. He walked right into my trap. Boom. I'll take this quarter guard. All right, guys. On three. 1, 2, 3. What I found when I was repping is that your resolution in it, compression waiver, that saves a lot more problems than if you're trying to push it. So you're gonna want this. Yep, so go back for a second. So, see how she's standing generally just not even move forward, slide forward with your hand. So switch your hands first. There, now pull the back of that hand, slide forward, hand around the back of the hand. Now I want you to pull that forward.
Well, you gotta keep your grips.
Now grab her wrist. This one, and put it in between. Grab her both hands, collar, opposite collar, like you have. Watch your hand. See how easy you have? She's
We'll plot it out. I mean, it's basically the
same side. We're gonna come forward like this. We're gonna pull it, right? Because if she's standing straight up, she's still gonna get out. You need to push it on. Grabbing that sleeve. You got that. So it's all right there. That's all right there.
I think by doing that way too,
Big step. Grab that big leg. Or grab that head. Don't put your thing. There.
Am I rolling back this way?
If you can pull him towards you, it will roll to your right. See? Still falls. Yes, sir. So this collar, this. So here's the thing. See how you're right in front of him, right in the back here? Now, grab that collar. You got those legs. Put your shoulder. A little wonky on the landing, but it's okay. So check this out. Worst case, we're here, right? We're squared up. Turn this way. So we're here, you're squared up. I move forward here. But notice how I'm like, I'm facing him, I'm not facing him. If he steps, I'm gonna come here and grab this underneath. From here, I need to bring that yes. Now I moved him to me, I didn't move myself to him. Because I've already got the position. I pull this down with me, and I can just fall to my shoulder.
One second, I can ask you. Eric, a quick question for you.
Yes, sir.
So after he comes down, right, so
Yes, sir.
when he comes down, this feels right, but then I feel like my hand is still on his arm here.
Yes.
This is not feeling good.
I wanna let this go.
Shoot your hips back.
You want this thing in back here.
I'll let you just fall back.
So try to give me a step.
No, because, no.
Yeah.
Now we got one off.
You were all the way over there, and especially with your hand going over his leg, do that again real quick. Now, yeah, grab his head and roll him.
But yeah, that's the gist.
Boom!
And you
So the thing is,
to me,
we let
because
we let the shoulders and head be too far forward. So when you land and you're in this weird position, back your keep the grip, back your upper body and everything back a little bit. You don't put your chest past your chest. Okay. That makes sense. Making sure you guys listen. There's something I've seen everybody do,
Make sure that elbow comes in.
and it's helped everyone out whenever we adjust. I see everybody doing this. They're underneath here. This is a whole different scenario. But when you get here, pull them into, so when I reach for him, we're square. And I move forward, I reach, I pull him and I move to the side a little bit. I may not have stressed that. But notice I'm still keeping tension on this knee. I'm not just letting it sit up high. Tension. Here. Sleeve, we grab. And guys, if you get to this point and you just want to roll with this person, you can push this through as you roll to your back and you can come up. There's a lot of ways to get them to the mat. The one thing I won't want you guys doing is allowing their knee to land in the middle of your chest. That's why when I do that, I push that through, kind of turn them a little bit, that knee comes off that center line and you kind of roll. And it doesn't allow them to just spike their knee in the middle of your sternum. That's not fun. Nobody wants that. So, one more time, real quick. I'm here. We're square. I'm moving in for this. I'm here. I pull it. Here we go. Hand. I pull it together. I can grab a pant leg. I can come here. I can come here. I can shoot this through. Notice I lift the foot. Any questions? Couple more minutes. Give that a try, guys. Just make sure you got that good angle. And however you like, and try that last one. Push that hand through like a baseball bat. Lift the foot and roll to your back. See how that feels. Get your angle. Hand in between. Two hands on the baseball bat. Two hands on the baseball bat. Out front. Around, but two hands around.
Oh, got it.
Push it through. Fall to your back.
Oh, I see.
Alright, so you're here. The hand is back. You're gonna grab, anytime this leg up, that's when you're gonna grab, you're gonna be in this position. Scoop your hand behind the knee and pull, but open yourself up towards the knee. Perfect. Now, grab that wrist. Two hands around the wrist. Two hands. Very good. Nice. You don't have to have your foot there. What I want you to do is I want you to take that and punch it back here. But as you do that, I want you to fall into your back and then lift your elbow. He falls that way, he falls that way. And you pull him on top of you. So I come up, I get here, I grab, see how that breathes. Move it back. Oh, let's make sure. He goes that way, he goes that way. I was trying to pull him more. I don't think I know. Back.
Yeah, do you want to protect your?
The way I wanted it to fall, as long as you fall.
That's what I was saying.
So pull.
If you're
How
kind
to
of
raise that knee the whole time. Pull.
Right, if your knees up here,
Now.
you keep poking
Yes.
through.
Do me a favor. Come up on top.
Yeah.
Push that hand behind. Yes. And fall. Straight back in. Nice. See how that went? Nice, 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 nice. Cool. All right, guys. Any questions about any of that? Any questions, guys? Any questions? Look at these guys wrapped up. Yeah. Really get that head. All right. So, listen. Big chunks for today. Don't lay on your back. Be seated. Knees apart, heels together, hands in front, in between, elbows between the knees. If you're on your back and you found yourself in this scenario, and it's not necessarily with them standing, not necessarily with them moving around with your seating or your supine guard, get on your hip, get on your shoulder, elbows inside your legs. These 3 toes are gonna save your life one day. They'll push you over here, they'll push you over here, okay? All this plays into a greater guard game that you can pivot and rotate your hips to reinsert the guard over, bringing your knees up under, things like that. This all works together. Also, if you need a plan, scoot forward, grab that knee, pull that knee, get a big stomp. Begin to grab the hand, or in that scenario, you can grab the pant leg. Just know that as you fall, you're stopping one leg, you're pulling the other leg, and you lift with that foot. It'll create an angle that you can get some pretty good sweeps from. Anybody have any questions? All right, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Points of contact rule. Have more points of contact than your training partner. If you ever ask yourself, man, I don't know what to do from here, get more points of contact than your training partner. That's a good way to start. Feet together. Style. No more possum on the lawn. Oh, whoa.